I came home from Iraq in 2006, about 3 weeks before my first day of classes started at Penn State. So I ended up clearing base very quickly, went home, packed my stuff, jumped in a U-Haul with my parents, drove out to campus, and was boots on ground to my first day of classes very quickly. I worked at the Penn State Veterans Outreach Office and had a good camaraderie with the vets there, and really had the opportunity to have some people to talk to through most of my career at school. And then it wasn't until probably my last semester, so 2.5 years later, when I was really stressing out over a bunch of other things and started to notice that I was drinking more heavily, nightmares were coming more, flashbacks more often, one incident after another. I was still in the reserve at the time, so I was struggling with my unit, and finally ended up in the VA hospital for a couple nights to detox, so to speak, and calm down and get set up with a routine for getting out of the PTSD that I'd sunk myself into. I didn't actually realize I needed help. I sort of put myself in a position where I was forced to ask. I had come home from the bar one night, and there were lights left on in the house that I didn't think I'd left on. So I called the non-emergency number to the police and told them I thought that there were insurgents inside my house waiting for me. At which point they sent cops and an ambulance, and it was go to the local hospital, which I didn't want to do. So I convinced them to let my roommate drive me to the VA, at which point I checked myself in so that I didn't have to deal with any of the other systems for that. So I think while I was there was while I was in the hospital was when I really realized this is a good thing and I need some help, and had the time to reflect on the hole that I dug myself, not doing homework, not showing up to class, not going to drill. So I was pretty open to the majority of the options that the doctors offered me. And they set me up with a therapist. They put me on a medication regimen, and then when that didn't work out because it was causing me to have a hard time finishing my studies, either I couldn't get up in the morning or I fell asleep at night trying to do my schoolwork, they addressed it for me. And they really got me through a bunch of my stuck points in a pretty fast period of time. Going back to the idea of recognizing that I was getting help and there were people who were supporting me and people who were bending over backwards to make sure I could succeed, I would spend some time going through those and reading the words that people had written me of support and prayer and gratefulness, and that really motivated me to keep going and get my act together. Again, because when other people are looking out for you, which they are all over the place, people you don't even know are looking out for you, I think that really gives you something to want to work for and succeed. So I did.